Mayor. This is kind of weird to be having an interview out here, but thank you for meeting with me anyway.
Oh, well, no, thank you. I appreciate you meeting me here in my normal interview spot.
Why don't you just use your office?
Oh, no, I can't use the office anymore.
Okay.
Long story.
All right. I hope you don't mind if I record this interview. That way when I go back, I can quote you directly. So, I am here with long-standing Democratic Mayor, Michael Mayer. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, it is my pleasure, Miss Sam.
To start off with, what got you into politics?
Well, back in high school, the guys used to call me by my last name, Mayor. Mm-hmm. They'd say, "Hey, Mayor, why don't you become mayor someday, huh? Mayor, mayor, get it?" Well, then I thought, well, okay, sure, why not?
Wait, I'm sorry, that's what got you into politics?
You know it, sweetheart.
All right, moving on. So, in your time as mayor, you have enacted some controversial taxes. The one that's garnered the most criticism?
You're talking about the bear tax.
Yes, I am. That's the one.
Look, I was at home one night, watching The Simpsons, and the mayor, Quimby, he came up with the idea of a bear tax. Mm-hmm. I laughed my ass off. So I said to my wife, my second wife, I should do that. And then I did. Look, it's not much. It's only $15 a week. And frankly, I still haven't seen any bears.
Yes, you got that tax enacted about 6 months after the episode originally aired in 1996. And it's just been on the books ever since.
And as I just said, still no bears.
I still really don't see why you think this guy's such a great mayor. I think he's, frankly, terrible.
Well, I mean, we do have a surplus for the first time in a long time because of the taxes he put into place.
Yeah, and you know that money usually goes into renovating his neighborhood and the surrounding ones? Well, that's when the money doesn't mysteriously go missing.
I mean, he has to be doing something right. He has been mayor for ages. Probably longer than is actually legally allowed.
Did you know as a small business owner, I get charged twice as much on the bear tax? I'm shelling out almost $30 a week for that thing. But I still haven't seen any bears, so...
Oh, nope. Oh my God.
Sam, I understand getting a text message is not a common occurrence for you, but that seems like a little bit of a strong reaction.
Mayor just sexted me.
Gophertown has been going through an epidemic of that lately.
This is going to be the biggest story of my career.
You sleeping with the mayor?
No, ew. Okay, no, I am going to expose that man for the pervert that he is.
Seems like he's doing a good enough job exposing himself. Also, might I remind you, a minute ago you were singing his praises.
Well, a minute ago I hadn't seen his penis on my phone.
Valid point.
Okay, no, maybe this is good, because we can finally get rid of him, and we can get him recalled and get a good Democrat in there.
I guess if you can prove what you just said exists, then possibly, but I really think this is not going to work out the way you intended to.
I think it'll work out just fine.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Democratic primaries. I'm here with Mayor Mayer, and also we have Harry.
Hello, Mr. Moderator. Hi, everyone.
Well, thank you all for coming. Why don't we start off with you, Mayor? Opening statement?
How on earth does someone get recalled, then work their way through the primary, and have a 14-point lead?
He's got charisma. You can't deny that. He's got charisma.
My stance on the town's water is, well, not every town is supposed to have drinkable water. I mean, if you don't like it, then you can move.
Many have said that you've been recalled before and, well, you shouldn't be mayor anymore. What are your thoughts?
Look, I have been recalled before, and I was reelected then. I'm sure as hell getting reelected again. I've done much worse. In the 90s, it was all embezzlement. And last time it was blow, so this isn't all that bad.
Sir, you're not allowed to smoke in here.
Oh, I thought I got that rule changed.
No.
Oh, screw it.
Sir, you're not allowed to drink in here either.
Is this town full of morons? How is this guy winning?
Just remember, you do live in this town also, so...
The first thing that I would do is condense the schools. You know, I mean, we have 3 schools in this town, and really, we only need one. You know, I mean, you don't need a high school, you don't need a middle school, just have a school.
I guess my biggest regret about the sext was the angle.
Sir, is that really your closing statement?
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Okay, Harry, why don't we hear from you?
I'd also like to bring more gambling into this town.
Well, folks, that is our Democratic primary. Again, thank you for coming out, and we look forward to your votes. Oh, Dave.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
How? How can that man get reelected?
Well, it's not like he won the general election, he just won the primary.
He ruined everything. The whole point was that we were going to get a good Democrat in. And now we have him.
Could always vote third party.
I mean, I guess he wasn't that bad of a mayor.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that you're gonna vote for the guy you got recalled?
I know. This is the predicament we're in. And I have been up all night thinking about it. And really the only course of action is that we need to find a Republican candidate that is just so egregious and so disgusting and horrible that there is no chance that he could possibly win over Mayor Mayer.
Well, well, well. Once again, we come crawling back to Cambridge Corbet. What can I do for the pair of you this time?
We want you to run for mayor of Gophertown.
Oh, Miss Sam, dear girl. So many have tried, none have succeeded in persuading me to come in and save this little town from itself. But, perhaps a certain special someone might convince me to change my mind.
Oh, he's talking about me, isn't he?
Now, you're a political science expert, Sam. You know that any successful candidate has to be a family man. So at the very least, he would need an adoring girlfriend.
You better drive these politicians wild there, Sam.
What will it be, Samantha? A weekend at the beach house? Or, my family did just rent a cabin in the woods recently. It's deserted. We could get to know each other better there.
All right. We go on one movie date, I pick the movie, and we sit in different rows.
3 rows apart, but we sit what would be next to one another.
I sit in the back and opposite end of the aisle.
We share a drink.
That doesn't even make sense. We're not going to be anywhere near each other.
All right, fine. You're on. But if you're going to expect me to run for this office, we are going to do it the Corbet way.
Well, that's really all we needed to hear.
I would say it's just best to learn to live with the rats. I mean, they're not going anywhere.
If, when I am elected mayor, I will be unavailable the last 2 weeks of April and all of May. I'm touring the country in a one-man show of Death of a Salesman. I don't work with other actors, naturally.
So you're